Good morning and welcome back, live and in the flesh right here, Curtis Fong. So we were talking during the break, 27 years of tradition.
That's what it is, man. The 27th annual America's Most Beautiful Bike Ride. I mean, I started when I was just a kid.
Yeah, right. Good one. I like that. Yeah, lying to the viewers off the start here. I'm 31 years old at this event.
Oh man, you were just we were pushing you around in the buggy out there at the start finish.
Yeah, I mean, this is crazy to think that this tradition has been almost as old as me. So America's Most Beautiful Bike Ride. Talk about the logistics a little bit, how people can sign up, and give us the overview.
Well, first off, we still have some space.
Yeah.
So you can go to the website at bikethewest.com, hit the registration button, and go ahead and register. We are close to being sold out.
And it does sell out pretty much every year.
It does sold out.
You started with 500 riders year one, 27 years ago, and it sold out. And it will continue to do that.
Yeah, now we're up to trying to keep it around 3,000 riders.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Why not get larger?
Well, you know, we've been up to 3,500 riders.
Really? Okay.
And I think it's a little safer to have a little less riders on the bike, on the routes, sharing the road.
Yeah, I mean, we've all been there. We forget about it maybe if you're driving around the lake, or, you know, you got visitors and they're like, what's going on? You see all these bike riders out there. And yeah, I mean, it is a safety concern. And you think about every little thing. You have some road closures. You have the stops all around the lake. You've got it so well planned out after, again, 27 years.
For sure. You know, and you're right. We are very proud to present a fully supported tour. Fully supported means all a bike rider has to do is sign up, put his number and his ID on his body, and fill his water bottle and go for a ride, because we have rest stops, SAG support. If anybody gets tired, pick them up in a van.
SAG support?
SAG, S-A-G, support and gear. And, you know, we have tech support at every rest stop, so there are bike mechanics there. If you have a bike issue, we have mobile tech support on the course, and motorcycles that will also stop and help you fix flat tires. So
I love it. I mean, so you're really tapping into every market around the lake, from Tahoe City, Kings Beach, Incline, here in South Lake, working with the bike shops, working with all the different agencies as well, CHP, NHP.
Both states, when you realize you're in 2 states, California and Nevada, you have 2 different departments of transportation, 2 highway patrols, all the different counties in both states that have all their county sheriff's departments. You have the city of South Lake Tahoe, the town of Truckee, you know, Washoe County.
Yeah, you got a lot of meetings leading up to this, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, we do a couple of big agency meetings with all those party players every twice a year.
To keep everybody safe, and that's the key factor. I mean, because you can go do it yourself, and then you're fighting with the cars a little bit, and I mean, so you have like some hard road closures. Again, this is America's Most Beautiful Bike Ride, Sunday, June 3rd.
Correct.
And the road closures are where and when?
Well, the bike ride starts at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino at 6 a.m. in the morning, and we stagger the starts. By the time they get towards Camp Rich, right at Baldwin Beach Road, there is a traffic delay for 2 hours. Caltrans and the Highway Patrol has suggested that we do that, so the bike riders have a little more space on the roadway to get up the climb up to Vikings Home, the first rest stop. So between 6:30 and 8:30, there will be a traffic delay that will allow registered bicyclists, emergency vehicles, of course, and course vehicles allowance onto that northbound traffic lane. Southbound will remain open at all times. Oh, great.
That's good. Okay, cool. But even just right before that, you have a quiet zone. Is this a new thing that you've been doing?
You know, several years ago, you know, we know Renaissance Fair goes on for 2 weekends. You know, they came in maybe a couple of years after we started. I think they're in their 25th year. But out of courtesy of their campers and the revelers that have been up all night the night before on Saturday night or whatever, we designate that on our maps as a quiet zone.
You don't want to wake up those rennies.
Oh no. They got you know, big
throw
swords
a drumstick at you, or a javelin. They give you a javelin on the way.
Exactly. So out of respect for the campers there and the Renaissance Fair, you know, we designate that as a quiet zone. So we ask the bike riders not to be yelling out, passing on your left, or stopping, or things of that nature. Just have a little more consciousness and respect for the campers that are out there. And of course, by 8:30 in the morning, when the roadway opens, we have no issues, and then the Renaissance Fair continues.
Of course,
whenever it kicks off.
You think about it all on this.
For sure.
Especially the riders. So again, America's Most Beautiful Bike Ride, the best best way to get around the lake. And even the date is strategic. The weekend after Memorial Day
always
is one of
first Sunday in
the
June.
lower traffic dates.
That is
You've done the
correct.
studies.
Yeah. We did a lot of research years ago on that, and so the Sunday following the Labor Day is a low traffic count Sunday normally, but everything is dependent on weather.
Of course.
And our tour to Tahoe, same thing, the Sunday after Labor Day, through all the traffic count surveys that we've done and information from Caltrans and NDOT. Basically, the Sunday after Labor Day, a weekend is also the day for that ride.
It's a big fundraiser, and you've got a lot of sponsors. Give both organizations, the fundraising organization and the sponsors, a shout out.
Well, the big partnership is Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. 22 years, they have brought over 25,000 trained athletes. And this year, we break the $100 million fundraising goal.
Wow,
it's crazy. It is crazy. They got 1,100 riders coming from maybe 35 to 50 different cities across the country. This year alone in this ride, they'll raise $4.5 million, which will kick us up over the $100 million.
How do they raise the funds?
They do it.
Is it like a pledge?
Yeah, team and training program. You sign up with your local chapter, and they train you to do a bike ride.
Sweet.
So they do nutrition. They do training rides every week. They train you to do a 100-mile bike ride. If you're on the East Coast, I think you have to raise around $4,000. And if you do the fundraising with the program, then you get to come to Tahoe, and those expenses are paid by your fundraising. You come to Tahoe and do this ride. So 1,100.
That's something I did not know about this. Out of all the times I've interviewed you, that's a really cool program. I really appreciate you sharing.
We're really appreciative of the partnership that we have with them. It's their biggest cycling fundraising. You know, they have triathlons, they have marathons with training programs there, but the cycling program, this one with America's Most Beautiful, is their largest cycling fundraising.
Who are your sponsors helping you make it
We have
happen?
a ton of sponsors out there, of course.
Yeah, you just say a ton so you don't leave anybody hanging, right? Yeah, because then that one sponsor is going to say, you didn't mention me.
I know.
And then
the benefit that we have is we have a lot of local nonprofit organizations that are involved with manning our rest stops. And those are the kickbacks to the community. We have the Kiwanis Club of Tahoe Sierra doing our registration and administering the traffic delay. We have the Sierra at Tahoe Ski Education Foundation, you know, the program with Jamie Anderson and Maddie Bowman. They're doing the rest stop at Vikings Home. We have TRPA doing our rest stop up in Tahoe City. Lake Tahoe Wildlife Care doing our lunch stop in Kings Beach. The students from Rite of Passage doing our rest stop at Half Spooner. And of course the Lake Tahoe Bicycle Coalition up on the top of Spooner. And we work with Douglas County Search and Rescue doing medical clinics for us. Barton Health, Tahoe Center for Orthopedics with medical assistance. We have the Douglas County Explorers helping us to park cars and administer finisher medals at the finish, and then all the product that comes back, and we buy locally through Bonanza Produce and Sparklet Waters and all that we put out there.
Where's the wrap-up party? That's what we need. Where's the party I'm going to crash?
Well, you know,
because I'm not riding, I'm just going to the party.
The Hard Rock Hotel is infamous or famous for their pool parties.
Oh yeah, I know all about that.
So our after ride pool party is happening right there at the Hard Rock.
Love it.
We've got Doug Schwartz, good buddy, and Deep Fried Mojo laying down the tunes.
Nice.
And some fun times going on at the pool at the Hard Rock after the ride.
That's the wrap up on America's Most Beautiful Bike Ride. June 3rd, it's a Sunday, and it's the best way to get out and around the lake. If you've ever wanted to ride your bike around the lake rather than just driving your car, this is the time to do it. And there are still spots available, and you can go to bikethewest.com, find out about that. And then also the Tour de Tahoe, and that's September 9th, right?
After Labor Day.
Got it. We're seeing it right there on the screen. So get involved with Bike the West and Curtis Fong right here. Thank you very much.
That's right.
Passing the $100 million mark of giving back to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society.